Hi, happy Vlogmas. It's December 1st, so that's the first day of December, and I'm going to try to do this Vlogmas thing that everybody else is doing. It won't be very fancy editing, because I don't have time to edit everything, so I'm trying to get a lot of stuff done right now. So, just a little update on what it is I've been working on today. I had an advent calendar from David's Tea, and I'm pretty impatient, so I'm on day 7 already. Luckily, I got 2 different ones. I got the 24 Sleeps and 24 Teas to Love. So I'm on day 7 with both of them because I'm impatient. I like to open things before Christmas, obviously, and I'm not great at waiting on surprises. The cute thing about the little bitty teas is that they come with these tiny little tags. Let's see. Come on, focus. Well, anyways, so today, the little tag, it tells you, what all's in it. And this is called Bear Trap. And Bear Trap, it's got all sorts of berries and raspberries and like strawberry leaves and some blueberries in it. And it's in my little hipster llama mug here. And it's still pretty hot, so I'm not drinking it yet, but I'm going to. The only other real advent calendar thing that I did this year was I got a bunch of mini skeins from Stitch Together Studio that was a part of her Adventurous Wrap kit. But I've also started that too, because impatient. I'm going to be doing the Dust of Snow wrap by Helen Stewart because it takes all sorts of minis, and my minis are actually quite a bit bigger than what the minis were planned for. So, once again, since I've already started it, I'm several minis in. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm starting on my 5th mini skein right now. And I'm basically just going to be continuing this for 24 more mini skeins. The thing I really like about Helen Stewart's patterns is everything's written out line by line, so you can cross it off. And she also gives you percentages, so you know when you're done. I have 570 rows to do. I'm on row number 95. I actually did row number, which one was it? I did row number, I think it was 7 or 8, probably about 4 times, because in the original instructions it said you could increase the size of your wrap by adding 8 additional stitches per repeat. And when I went to go do the actual repeat section that wasn't in the garter stitch, I kept coming up with like 3 or 4 extra stitches. Turns out when I went to the Ravelry group, there'd been a misprint, and you were supposed to increase by 12 stitches, not by 8 stitches. So I had like 4 extra stitches. That kind of sucked. But I got really good at ripping it backwards, and I tried to fudge it a few times. Kind of worked. I've been working on a lot of machine knitting yesterday and today because I've got a vending event on Wednesday. So the podcast may be a little bit late. No, maybe it's on Thursday. It's on Wednesday or Thursday. Don't remember for sure, but I know it's next week at least. So I've been knitting up some stuff. I found some, this is pretty vintage yarn for me. I think it's called Alpaca Surrey Cloud, maybe? It was a Knit Picks yarn from quite a while back. And it's a Surrey Alpaca, Merino, and Nylon. And it's kind of got like a brushed finish to it. Very similar to all the yarns that are coming out right now. So you can see. It was actually a bulky weight. As you see, I have it in several colors. And I've been knitting up some simple cowls with it. So I just need to stitch all the ends together. And then I have these nice little warm fuzzy cowls. I actually really kind of like how they pooled naturally. I mean, it's almost an argyle-y kind of look, at least in the green one it is. Let's see. The purple did it too. The brown one I tried to make bigger for some reason, so it's more of a variegation. But I still think they turned out pretty nice. Originally, I bought all this yarn because there is a pattern where you were supposed to knit a blanket, and we were holding 2 strands together with like a size 17 needle, and I never made the blankets. I had great intentions of obviously 3 different colors of blankets. Yeah, never happened. Someday. So the other thing I'm working on right now is I have my lovely hat head friend here, and I'm making unicorn hats for my vending event. And these are supposed to be child-sized. When I'm knitting little hoods, they totally remind me of like Handmaiden Tale type heads here. But I'm working on putting on the ears right now. So here's one of the little ears that I made. And after the ears, I have a horn that I've added a slightly sparkly strand to. And I need to seam it together. And then it's gonna go on the top. And then there's this cape, it's basically an I-cord that's gonna wrap out around to make it look more like a horn. And then I have a cool unicorn mane for it. So this is, there's I think 36 little skein kind of things. The pattern's actually pretty ingenious, the way that they did it. And so you can see, these are kind of like tiny little mini skeins, and I've added a sparkly yarn to it. This is all Red Heart yarn, because if this is going to go on a kid's head, it has to be washable. So I'm working now just on attaching it. So that's what I'm going to work on here for a while. So I'm going to try.
call you a piece of shit again, would that be more helpful?